Good evening, everyone. And my name is Akash. I'm founder of Akash Cycles Unlimited, and I'm currently in my second year of college. And today's session will be on Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is a part of Power Platform. So it is a platform of low code and a no code AI generator or generative AI. It basically works on generative AI. Copilot Studio is actually graphical low code tool for creating custom copilots. Copilots are your automated generative AIs, your chatbots that you use, your extensions. You can extend your Microsoft 365 experience using Copilot and Copilot Studio. And in this session, we are going to see a demo also on how we can create a custom Copilot using Copilot Studio, and how this generative AI and how the backbone in backend or backstage, how it works. So let's see. First of all, it is a Power App. In your Microsoft Power Platform, there are multiple applications. Main components are Power Apps, used to create app development. Power Automate, used for robotics at automation. Websites automation. Power BI, your data analytics, your data visualization tool. Your Power Pages, used to create websites. And Copilot Studio, used to make your chatbots, integrations, extensions, plugins for all your Power Platforms and even your Microsoft 365. Okay. So in Copilot Studio, you can create multiple agents that can act as a particular person. Like if you are working in an HR and you want to create a chatbot that can act like an HR, and you can code that agent to work in that specific way, to work in that particular region or with that specialty. Okay, and you can extend your Microsoft 365 that you get in your laptops in with your Microsoft with these specialized generative AI. Because Copilot, your Microsoft Copilot is a generalized generative AI, so it is in various directions, and Copilot Studio helps us to like specialize that generative AI. Now, Now, what we can do is you can build your own agents, as I already told you. Extend Microsoft Copilot. You can create on first party Microsoft Copilots. That is your pre-built extensions, application power platforms. Extend it, add plugins. Use those plugins to create more agents, image generators, generative AI, chatbots. We can use to put in your websites that can chat to your customer, clients, sales on your behalf, and it is available with your Power Platform. When you purchase your Power Platform suite, it's available with it. Now it integrates with a lot of Microsoft's first applications, not even Power Platform, also 365 and every Microsoft app that you can think of. Now, I will explain now how it actually works, how this generative AI already works, or how it works, that Copilot, how in background, how it works. So first of all, you create a new agent, you put it instructions that how you exactly want it to act. You have particular instruction that you give prompts to your GPT. So like generate me an file, give me an email on how to what do you say how to create a how can I say a script. Yeah, for example, I'm taking this session right now and I want to create a script, and I want a specialized generative AI which can generate scripts specially for me, what my needs are, on what content I make script, on what type of session I take, what type of knowledge base do I have, or what specific topics do I have. For example, if I want to take only Microsoft or tech content, I can initialize it, give it the instructions that yes, you have to make that on these topics for like Power Platform, Power Edge, or even programming. Okay. And you can add multiple plugins for Power Platforms, for 365, for application integrations, for third-party apps, for first-party apps, for Forms, 365, PowerPoint presentation, Excel, Word, anything you name it, it can extend, it can connect, it can create an extension, create plugins. You can monitor those AIs, you can monitor those co-pilots, what are the things that are added to it, and what are the channels it is taking in the knowledge base. You can update the knowledge base on the go. And uh, in the demo, we will be learning, and when we will be doing the demo, we will be learning how, why do we need it actually? What is the reason or the need for this Copilot Studio? Why do we need to create our own AIs for our business, for our sales? Yeah. So as generative answers enable you can integrate it anywhere. You can upload your files so that it can increase its knowledge base based on your private data. I will explain this when we are doing the demo. Now, now without further ado, actually we will be taking, this will be a very short session and I will be explaining on how we can add it. What are the things that work in the generative AI? So before going into the demo, let me explain why do we need it actually. So whenever we talk about in business, if I talk about my business, Akash Cycles Unlimited. So if I want to create an AI chatbot for myself, I will need a private AI, which I will be putting in my confidential informations. For example, like my plan, my private documents on which I want to create content, create an confidential email. Whenever you're in a company and you want to create a specific email or a specific write up, you have sometimes you need to put in your private documents, and it can be like hard to trust a third party platform, so that if you are giving your information, your documents to a platform that you don't know. For example, if I put my on a generalized platform, there can be leaks, or you're giving your data to someone else, right? uh, Something wrong? Okay, okay, nothing's wrong. Okay. So when you create a Copilot Studio, all your data is with you, because it's as I said, you're working with the HR. You are creating your own environment. You are in control of the data that is coming in. All the data or the generative AI, your Copilot is generating. Okay. Uh, yeah. You can create multiple actions and plugins are basically just your uh, predefined task, or what do you say, like pre-built connections, or you can say combined. You can combine multiple APIs to create a singular platform, singular API, singular application that can help you in your task. For example, whenever you try to generate an presentation, yeah, there's something called Microsoft Designer, which is generalized, and there's a lot of can be hassle sometimes. Yeah. So whenever you're working with your Copilot, you can specialize it in your tech content, your scripting. Okay. So let's go on to the demo without any further ado. I present my screen. Yeah. Okay. Can you put it up? Yeah. Okay, it's visible. So we have gone into our Copilot Studio. I have signed in with my account. I have put in the environment, all the basic things I have already done, like HR and benefits. So, what this Copilot Studio will do, it takes a pre-trained model like ChatGPT, fine tunes it. What is the meaning of fine tune? Fine tune is simple. It puts in your data, and there are certain questions like what, when, how, or why. So, like, who are you? Like simple questions like who. So what if I train and Copilot on my data? Like I want my Copilot to know me, who I am, what I do. So I'll put in my data, put in my information in it, and it will know what. If I ask this my Copilot that who I am, it will know who I am. It will return the data or the instructions that I already gave. This is not possible with a general AI. It's only possible with a specialized, fine-tuned AI. Like if you know Jarvis, Jarvis is like an specialized generative AI only, which uses text to speech in simple terms. So if I go on to build complete basics, it's just in generative AI, which works on text to speech. It takes speech, converts to text, generates the content or the uh, content it needs to speak, the results, and converts into speech and gives the answer. And it in this demo we will create a simple Copilot using Copilot Studio. So yeah, I'm on my home currently. Went to my create. Now we can start with template, or we can completely go from complete scratch on basically anything we want. Now for this demo, I will be using Safe Travels to create my own generative AI. Now this is everything will be normal. Nothing I will be changing nothing. Now it's the description and the instruction that makes the difference here, and the knowledge base. Now we are seeing three things or four things. If you want to take the name also, we can name our Copilot as what we want. Change the icon also. Now description is what the Copilot will be doing. What will be our end goals? What will be our audience? What we want it to do? What is like the complete description that your main task is to provide generated content or scripts for my sessions, for my reels, for my like short videos, for my long videos. Your main task is to generate that comes in the description. Okay. And now what are the instructions? Instruction define the behavior. So these all three are three different inputs that go into your generalized generative AI and fine tunes your weights, your biases, your complete neurons, change actually the whole neural network from inside to fit what uh, data you exactly need. Now this was instructions. Moving on to continuing with instructions, you can behavior of Copilot and what are the tasks it needs to perform and how it needs to perform. So like the complete process you can define what are the things needs to be added, what should be in the intro, what should be in the outro, what should be the content, in which how many scenes it should be completed, how I shoot my reels, how I give my sessions, what is the language I speak, in what tone do I speak. Is it a professional tone? Is it a casual tone? Is it a formal tone? Is it a funny tone, humorous tone? You can define it. Okay, and let's go back to the HR example here. So I can name it my personal HR, and I can give you the description that you are an HR of my company called Aakash Cycles, and your main goal is to like give me ideas, or not give me ideas because not the work of an HR. So HR is like you have to manage my Excel, my input data, how many sales do I am getting, how many raw materials, how many scrap tires I am getting, because my main environment for my startup is upcycle. I take in scrap tires and make products, dustbins, smart dustbins from that scrap tires. So I will give that description and give it the instruction that I take in the tires, pre-process it, retread it, or like I cut it into pieces in squares in strips, remold it with the steel wires intact in it, and put in the sensors that I have patented on my name, and it will help me out on what it should do. And for knowledge base, I can put my data. You can put public websites of my LinkedIn ID, of my website, of my uh, business email ID, or business website. Okay, you can connect data using Azure SQL and a lot of things that I will be not doing right now. Okay, so let's start. We can create it. Now it will be fine. In the background, what it is doing is generating your complete AI, fine tuning it, changing the weights and bias to fit for the description and the instruction that I have given. Take in the data from the link that I have provided, the hyperlink that I have provided in the knowledge base, fine tune it, and give me a specialized generative AI for my business, or for in this case sales, for in this case sorry, whatever it may be take. Safe travels, yeah, and done within minutes, or within seconds, within a minute, I guess. Within a minute, our specialized generative AI is ready. We can ask it, we can test it, description and what everything. We can add topics, topics, actions, what it needs to do in that plugin or extension that we're doing. Right. So you can, if you visit any website, you can see a personal chatbot. You can create those chatbot using this Copilot Studio, your personalized or your AI specially built for your website. With Copilot Studio, you can generate that. And if you're working in a closed environment, we are afraid that your data might be leaked. You can use Copilot Studio to create a private AI, private for your team, for your company, without relying on third party. Guys, let's do a test. Travel plan. Let's see if it works. Oh, websites on documentation. Oh, actually, it's right. Data. Yeah. So what I did, hey, safe travels. Can you give me a travel plan for trip to India? From a trip to India. And yeah, oh, that's the whole. As you can see, how it is generating the triggers, the AI. It's a complete flowchart on how it is generating the text, the triggers, the answers. On the conditions, messages, current topic. So like when I asked it for a travel plan from a trip to India, let's go. Day one, arrival to Delhi. IGI airport, pretty good. Exploring Delhi, Delhi to Agra, Agra to Jaipur, Jaipur sightseeing, Jaipur to Udaipur, Udaipur sightseeing, departure. Okay. So it was a complete 8-day trip, and even also gave me health precautions. Good. And documentaries. Now let's create one more. Now this was a it was a complete template. I want to try building something new. Let's do it's your complete simple AI copilot. Let's start to configure it. Content creator. My content creator. So I can yeah. So let's give it a description or what it have to do. Like professional content. Writing. Professional content creator. Well known. Well known. What? Instagram. Let's see. Um, Daniel. Same tech. You are to make 1 minute videos on IT stuff, new tech, new tech, tech updates, and tech news or whatever. Simple. Let's have a presentation, tech updates. Right. We have taken binge. You can use it on system. Copy this link. Very simple. So now, this is my description. This is my instruction, and this is one of the workspace. That's great. It goes through the cards. Yeah, Copilot is ready. Virtual assistant. Virtual assistant. Just see. See, within minutes, I created my own AI, personal AI, right? It gave me all the details. Let's see if it works. So if it works, let's simple. As you can see, it made a complete 1 minute video based on the tech updates that I put in. The host with a smiling, hey tech enthusiast with my voiceover, host, and even the background, what it should be. Right? And it's that simple. It's that simple. You can do the analytics, what are the summaries or sessions. Right? It will tell you the all the sessions, the engagement rate is important. Now, let's go to the library. So these were the extensions and the connectivities. So like you can add weather support, Power Platform connector for service extension, Power Platform connect, DocuSign, Sign, GitHub for GitHub Copilot if you want to add. You can make your own custom GitHub Copilot from this Copilot Studio. So these are the for Microsoft 365 that I was telling you about extension of Microsoft 365. These are the plugins that you can use in GitHub Copilot Studio in order to make your custom your Copilot. You said for your team, for yourself, for your work, for your business. And for me as a business owner, it actually has worked. For you, I have used a different account, a friend's account. And you can see all your Copilots from here, right? And you can ask questions. And you can integrate it, your AI into your websites, your platforms, and into your personal like Copilot that you get in your pieces. And you can update it anytime. If I want to add knowledge, if I want to add another tech update, right? If I want to add another word, I can add anytime, anyway, and it will update right on. Yeah. So, can you put in the presentation? Okay. Now presentation is done. So let's go on to the basics once again. Now
Hi,
let's summarize what we did.
yeah, okay.
So now I was just summarizing. It was going to end. So, in summary, what we did today, we got to know what is Copilot Studio, how it works, how specialized generative AI works, and how it is different from generalized generative AI, how you can integrate it into your websites, your applications, your Microsoft 365 apps, how you can extend Microsoft 365 using Copilot Studio, how you can integrate in Power Platforms, how it can be useful, and what are the key things, how low code and no code Copilot works. I'll share one more for the survey link if you want for the end.